Hello everybody, I'm Henry Lee. You're watching a live streaming video of me doing two Japanese name seals. Um, Let me do the first one first. This one is 法语. I don't know the Japanese pronunciation. Sorry. Uh, we got this name from a client, obviously, from a Japanese teacher or master. So this name is pronounced maybe differently, but the meaning are the same, and the characters we use are very old seal script. So we shared with all East Asian countries like Korea, Japan, and China, Taiwan, Hong Kong, all Chinese-speaking overseas Chinese still use this seal script. This is a relatively powdery, like a softer stone, so you don't really hear the sound, or that is less chipping than the other soapstone we used before. It's a very nice Changhua stone. It's in natural shape, but that's the problem. You see, it's kind of hard to hold it on the clamp. So I just hold it in hand. So you don't have to use the clamp. Just hold it in hand will do. And you can use left hand to support or even help with the carving by turning it. But I have to be concerned with the focus. Otherwise, sometimes I see people put this on the belly, do it on the chest somewhere, or on the laptop. Anyway, so but when you hold it with the left hand, you're more likely to hurt your fingers, your left hand fingers. So be very careful. You can use the. Let me try this one actually. See if it works better. This is a simpler clamp. It's very hard to hold the oval shape. Okay, that should do. And I have a mirror image here. Okay, actually, you're looking at the design in the positive carving. Let me change that to negative. It's optional. When I make the same design, I always flip it to show the effect in either carving styles. Positive, which you leave the stroke in white, in red, and carve out the background, or you cut out the stroke to make it white against the red. It's getting dark here. Try to simulate the old seal feel and the look. And you should feel that kind of a calligraphic chi of energy just like using the knife, the cutting tool as brush. Method. The Buddhist teaching through three approaches: the principle, the li, or the reasoning, the method and technique, and also the Tao. I think the way. We'll do that later. Another thing is, yeah, we'll do another thing too. It's hard to translate. I avoid to translate the names because last time I made a terrible mistake. I mistranslated the meaning of the dharma name I did in last video. I apologize, and I made a direction. The correct one should be precious lotus of the source. I mistakenly translated as a source of precious lotus. In Chinese, there's millions of ways interpretation because it's very hard to change somebody's name in a phrase, you know. So these two characters, method and the joy, or joyful method. You know, there's many interpretation. If you want to know the meaning, I hesitate to do that because it might be not appropriate. So, but anyway, you know, whatever I interpret does not affect the characters. So the meaning in Japanese could be different than the Chinese because the language has evolved in different places. Anyway, so the characters are the same, and they have some root, at least, are the same, like this. So, and I always stick with the traditional design or the style. Later, I will show you the example that we tried to adapt to the contemporary simplified Japanese kanji, and without success. So I have another seal to do later, so stay with me. These two strokes are my favorite in this design. I made it very joyful. I think the original writing is more like this. Let me just show you the process. So it's more like straight, something like that. So I made this lean to the left. It works well with this shape of the stone. And I make this mouth part kind of smile, or whatever you feel. It's just like a smiley. So make it joyful. Just a little detail. So all the detail really the foundation of expression. Okay, let me clean it. Okay, I'm going to make a imprint. Give a little moisture from fluid, air from the mouth. Just press very hard, but not moving. Okay, with a soft padding, it's necessary because the stone is hard. It may not be perfectly flat, to be frankly with you. So that's why you need a soft padding. Okay, that looks close. Let me get a paper towel. This shoulder is a little bit loose. Make that even. Actually, the design is that way, so like two arms, not necessary. The same. Look. This radical heart should be stronger. I accidentally showed the other design. Okay. I think it's very close to what I expect in the design. I'm very happy with that. I'll make a copy on my collection book. This is another, the previous seal I did. It should be read as precious lotus of the source. This is a correction from my mistakes. So I'm not going to translate dharma names. Just word to word it would be okay, but not interpret it. Because in the seal there's no off. And if you add the off in between first and two letter, you will become source off. It should be off the source. So that makes difference. That reflects your understanding, your study, you know, that kind of interpretation is really difficult. So it's this one. I just know this is a very nice name. 法乐. It could be also Zen joy, or Dao joy, Wei joy. So, Fa joy, method joy. This is the two characters. Love it. Okay. Stay tuned. I will do another seal. This seal, I'm not going to interpret at all. This is very difficult for me to interpret, even more difficult than the first one. Anyway, I'm going to just go directly carving. It's a very nice design. I like it. Let me show you the process of design we went through. This character is written in Japanese, in contemporary Japanese. Print style is this. Most Chinese won't be able to read this. They might think it's but this is wrong. There should be 3 strokes. And this one we're still using the same, means rightness or right. But this one is actually in Chinese, simplified Chinese is this, but the old Chinese, traditional Chinese is this. That's what we used here. In seal script, only this one. These are all contemporary simplified. This is wrong. This used to be a simplified Chinese character. The third, we call that the third plan, was rejected by the people. People don't accept that, so they restore that by the government. They used to be this. It means wealth, but not fruit or number or whatever. I don't know what this meaning. Philosophy is a very deep meaning. It's a reality or something like that, or things, just being or something. I don't know how to interpret. Don't ask me what that means. I only know that this is written in contemporary Chinese 时, but Japanese, the same meaning but different writing. So I designed this because it's not found in seal script, so I designed as a handwriting style. I like it actually, but the client don't think it's formal, like as a dharma name seal maybe. So I redesigned it with the seal script. This one is rounded style, and this one is old great seal script. And finally, we have this hand style, official hand seal script. This is the best. Usually we do that in a square. That's why it's easy. Most seal will be done in this squareized form. But this stone is very close to rectangular, I guess. So it's a contrast, I would say. So very unique combination of oval shape and square letters, but I like it. I think I made a good design on this. I used ancient hand style official like stele rubbings as a reference to the Western hand official document, CD, stone or metal, I forgot. But it's very authentic. This goes to the edge, and then and you see it's very organic. So they just carve it without using a ruler or something. So it's not perfectly straight, but it's so straight. So standing. It's hard to hold this stone in place. It moves. Okay, you can see all the horizontal strokes are not horizontal leveled, but very parallel and even. So that's very aesthetically nice, beautiful design with a rhythm. And there's a natural chipping. I try to simulate. Oops, I think I better hold it in hand. It's so difficult to hold it with that. This stone is it's harder than the previous one we did. It's hard to repeat in this style because it's almost like handwritten. If you try to modify, it's hard to keep the flow. So it has to leave it as one single cut. Just like painting, sometimes the idea complete without with absence of the stroke. You can leave some just bricks. there's a natural chipping there, so I will take advantage of that. To make the edge looks old. Sorry. Okay, let's see how it looks. Okay, maybe this heading. Thank you, Redcat. Press very, very hard. And lift right up. Okay. That looks more antique than the design with that chip. Okay, that comes with the stone, so I'll just keep that. Let me just round up this a little bit. Too much roughness there. So that chipping is good. Just we'll just make it straighter. This side is okay, I think. Okay. And as far as the strokes is concerned, sorry. I think it's okay, it's spontaneous style. I think this arm could be a little stronger. Let's do that. Actually, I'm working on the wrong side. That's the common mistake. You think it's right, right is left. Left is right. Okay. Working on the wrong side. But that's okay. Okay, I'm making this middle stroke more like a pillar, strong to support. And this is a teaser, I'll say. Very delightful. Just a little touch. Okay, let me make another imprint. See how it looks. So I changed a little bit this age mostly, and enhanced some strokes. Stone is hard, so soft heady. Rubber on the underneath. Opposite of a rubber stamp. Okay. This side is okay. I think this small chipping is not necessary. We want to straighten that. This stroke is a little different than the design, but I think it's okay. Maybe we can broaden that a little bit. Try to hide the tip of the stroke. So not stick in your eyes in Chinese, we say that, like a needle tip. So you round it up a little bit. Okay. One more. You know, when you load the ink, don't press too hard. Then you will get stuff in the stroke. Just dab gently. Tapping very gently. And this red ink is ink paste. I think it's a Xilin brand ink paste. You can go to our website, just buy either the Shuangwei or the Xilin. Xilin is the best. Shuangwei is good also. It has to be a paste, not like the sponge kind of water based. This is oil based. Specially designed for this. Not loading enough. Okay, but the edge looks fine. Sometimes the new stone has some wax, you know, as you use, it will, and also the ink for the design may also prevent the loading, so gradually it will become smoother as you use it. And you see the first time you use may take some longer time to load. Let me do the official imprint. So this is my previous works. This is the one we just did earlier. Here we got the second one. I want to put a piece of paper underneath because this ink is not going to dry in 1 hour, maybe overnight at least. So this is how it works. I put a hard mirror under that soft padding, so because I have this soft padding, a book under. You'll have to use that if you put on the table. You use a thin book or magazine will work. Okay. Press very hard, and you can wave a little bit, but not moving. Hold the paper with the index finger and the middle finger, and then lift the stone like so. This is rice paper, so it has some kind of grain texture. Let me make another one on index card. My ink is getting too dry. I haven't used this for like as long as I have this channel, I think. 10 years, maybe. So it's a good investment to get a good ink paste. You got from my website. Everything is available from my website. This is a Wuchangshuo cutting knife, and you can get this clamp. Everything and this ink, all from Blue Heron Arts. And we have a special sale for July 1st, and 3 days left. That's no tariff, without a space in between. No tariff, with capital N and capital T. Please take a note. If you want to order before July 15th, you can get 15% off on your order over 74, sorry. July 4th, 74 minimum order and 15% off. So it's good until the 15th of July. And regularly you can get 10% off with the code YouTuber. Just a YouTube plus R. Okay, to get 10% off all year round. Thanks for watching, and thank you for your questions. Sometimes just leave it on for a minute or two. Let it absorb will help. And lift really slowly, because you may take it back to the stone. So this one is really nice. I want to show you. That looks good. I love it. So both seals are very artistic, because these are considered like dharma name seals, you know, not something you use on checkbooks or post office in Japan, something like that. So this could be square. Normally I would use a square, but I think these two seals are very unique, and like a mood seal, more like a mood seal, or leisure seal we call it. This is more free, so more expressive, artistic. Okay, let me make another copy of the first seal, then I'll take pictures. Oh, I need to sign on this side, on the left side, so you know the orientation when you use it. Always the signature on the left. Let it hold for a few seconds. Okay. I'll put a link. I think you can find the link to order my carving design service, design and carving. You can also order materials if you want, the plain stones and carving tools, and ink. This is moved. I think a little bit blurry. Maybe. And sometimes I didn't clean the remaining ink. When that could create more grains, so you need to use a soft tissue to clean it after using. That will prevent. Or you can use also a toothbrush and a gentle soap, not oily, like conditioner soap, just a regular detergent, or maybe dishwasher or something like that, to wash out the oil, the residuals. You can wash it. It's a stone. It's a rock. Very hard rock. It will not melt in the water, so you can wash it. Oh, I see what's wrong. This paper is grainy. This is a cardstock. It's different. No good. I should throw that away. So, so different paper makes different texture. This is the fine index card I should use. This is like a drawing paper. That is why, I think. So this should be good. Fine paper, fine texture paper is preferred to show the computer paper should work, you know, like we did this test on computer paper. Okay. And you don't go just like a bum, you know, like a post office stamp here. You have to place it gently and press hard. Don't move. So this is the first seal and this is the second seal. Okay. I thank everybody for joining me in this demo, and don't forget to take advantage of the big discount, no tariff, with capital N and capital T. You can get 15% off if you order 74 or more merchandise from our website, blueheronarts.com. We ship worldwide. Thank you, and have a great weekend.